The FC24 meta has literally changed. The Trivela and Cutback patch will soon be out on new gen as well. The game is going to be very defensive. So the question is, how do we tackle it? Before I show you the gameplay part, we must address this little tactical adjustment. We are going to talk about the formation, right? Yes, you know where this video is going, but this trick is going to be very effective, believe me, against every player. So we have Ronaldo over here, Courtois over here, alright? And for this trick, my favorite formation is the 4-2-3-1 formation, but it works with other formations as well. But I would recommend you use either the 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-2-1. For the majority of players, I would suggest a 4-2-3-1 formation as opposed to the 4-3-2-1, unless you are at a very high skill level. But just know, if you are going to play the 4-2-3-1, your support on crosses must be get into the box for the cross. Our cross assistance is going to be assisted, so make sure that you are also using assisted. Last week, I made a video titled FC24 meta has changed, and at the time I didn't know about the patch. Now the patch has dropped on old gen and people are saying Trivelas are gone, cutbacks are gone, and the patch will soon be out on new gen as well. The game, like I said, is going to be very defensive. We need new ways of scoring the goals. Now before you say, oh, just play football, guys, this is a game and sometimes you need mechanics to score. If you like it or not, this is a fact, and I'm going to teach you the mechanics you need to know. I made this video in October where I said aerial cutbacks are overpowered. The reason to tell you this is, it isn't because of how PHZin beat Anders that I am encouraging this trick. I know that it has been very overpowered since a long time. Crossing is the best since FIFA 19, I will repeat myself again. But here is the problem. Many people are not able to cross the ball like I am doing in these clips. And some are complaining that it is a waste of your attacking opportunities and you shouldn't cross because against good players it will not work. So my question to you is, if it is working at the pro level, what makes you think that it will not work in your average rivals or weekend league game? But you need a few techniques to do it effectively, which I'm going to show you just right now. But first we are going to focus on all these clips. Just watch them carefully. We need three things, okay? We need to focus on the ball trajectory, that is how far the ball travels in the air. We need to focus on our players' positioning, and of course we are going to focus on the timing of the cross. This is where you are going wrong. One of these boxes is not checked because this technique will not work if either the timing is off, if the ball didn't have enough loop, or the positioning of your players were off. You need to focus on all these three things, only then it will be successful. Let's focus on this example. First, we have to build up and have enough space for the cross. Over here we had enough space, we saw he has pulled out his players, right? So I need to get the ball towards Martinelli as quickly as possible. In this situation, I'm going to use 1.5 bars of power and a normal square. So Ronaldo will chip the ball up and it will reach Martinelli perfectly, right? But see how I first perform the ball roll to give myself an angle. Like I said, positioning is very important as well as the timing of the cross. Let's talk about the aerial cutback now. See, the timing is very important. I do the ball roll. If I didn't do the ball roll, guys, this cross will never work. If I just whip the ball in, no, it will not work. So when you are in this area over here, guys, what you want to do is first perform the ball roll and then go for the cross. But at the same time, you have to focus on the positioning of your player. See, right now Ronaldo is against Bacha. She is small, so Ronaldo will always win the header and then just knock the ball down using X. But if, for example, Van Dijk was next to him, it's a 50-50 chance. So if it's a 50-50 chance, I will not waste my attack and I will restart or do something else. I'm not asking you to cross the ball on every situation, right? But most situations I want you to cross the ball when you are over here. See, in this situation, for example, we waited for the perfect opportunity. Now look at Ronaldo. Where is he? He is free. Because Ronaldo is free, we go with the cross and score this goal. This game is easy to play if you focus on these little things, right? But most players don't focus on the little things. All they do is just spam. Don't want you to mindlessly spam crosses. Now this is another variation of the cross. It is the byline cross and it is best used in the 4-2-3-1 as opposed to the 4-3-2-1. So we go in the byline, okay? We go in the byline and then we chip the ball up. But first we must go in the byline. Mbappe is playing target man in a 4-2-3-1. See, he's against Bacha. I know he will always win the header. This is the beauty of the 4-2-3-1. When you go in the byline, it gives you perfect opportunities to cross the ball in the 4-2-3-1. How do you use the German cross? You tell one of your CMs to run. Once he is running, focus on Hullet. When he is on the last man, you will go with 2 to 2.5 bars of power and aim. Look at my left stick. Where is it going? It's aiming towards Hullet. You will aim precisely and then you will either go for a tap-in or for a shot. This is once again crossing at its finest, but you have to use timing, man. See here, Ronaldo has been triggered and the opponent isn't tracking him. So what do? We just chip the ball up by pressing square. We will use L1 square when we are out in the wings. In the byline, most of the times we will also use L1 square. But sometimes when you see that you have to make it quickly and there isn't enough need for the trajectory, the goalkeeper isn't in the play, that is when you go for a normal square pass. But remember, if you want to chip the ball with the normal square, give it less power. See, look, Zin goes with a 3 bars of power cross. And then he plays the ball into Haaland, taps it in and scores the goal. Player lock is something that will be very well used with the crossing as well, which I am experimenting, and you might want to do it as well. Now, if you follow my instructions correctly, you will be scoring 1 or 2 crosses every game. Now click here to learn the tactics of Zin.